Hello and welcome to Fire Emblem. This is our third run, and it's the Blue Lion's house. You may notice the wonderful light above the throne. The reason why that is a different colour than usual is we have just done a maddening playthrough of the Black Eagles, and that was very interesting. It was almost like a what-if version of the game. It was, what if you joined the other side? It was kind of unfinished, it was just... it had none of the cutscenes that the other game, like the other routes had. It had a lot of the story was just missing. It was just a bit odd, but it was cool to see it from that point of view. What we're going to see in this one is we're going to see what I'm going to call the main story. A lot of the characters that are in the house by default are characters which are heavily involved in the main story. We've got Ash, who's got a stepfather involved in the story very early. You got Sylvain, who's got his brother involved in the story very early, so you got a lot of stuff that's directly tied to the main stuff that's going on. You got Dimitri, who has a solid relationship with Edelgard, and there's a bit of tension there. There's a lot of cool stuff in there, and there's also some characters we just never interacted with. Annette and Ingrid are characters who we didn't tend to interact with that much. Felix, Dedu, because he's the unique one for this route, we didn't interact with, so there's a lot of cool stuff there. If you're wondering what other routes we've done the Golden Deer House, which was a bit kind of the lore and the backstory of things, and we also did the DLC. And what's cool about this playthrough is now we get to play it with some of the DLC characters in, we get to... I think there's more lore in the DLC section, and there's a whole bunch of new stuff that I haven't experienced yet, so it's going to be very cool. So, we're going to jump into a new game. No, we're not doing New Game Plus. I've been told that it's awful, so I'm not going to do it. Yes, I've already done an Amiibo Gazebo. I think you only do it once, and then it carries across all playthroughs, but we'll see. Do I want to create one? No. I would like to play on Maddening again, and obviously Classic. Yeah, I'm connecting online. So, Maddening again, it's going to be difficult, but I think that our experience doing it before should help out quite a lot. And I have some different ideas for how we're going to do some things that might help as well. But, we've got the starting cutscene again, and this is going to be really good. I wonder if there's anything new in here for us to spot from the last playthrough. I don't imagine there will be, but we'll see.
Do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die! 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 You took everything that I loved! gone now, Mother.
Still epic, but not a lot more in terms of lore that we could glean from that on the third viewing.
Oh my. What could have brought you here? I wonder how you got in here. It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
Well, for the DLC, we were this guy, so I guess we're gonna play her again. This form is correct.
I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
What were we gonna say this time? I'm sure we've said we're a ghost. You know what? We're a demon.
Do not deceive. You would do well to keep your wit in line.
I'm immortal.
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
Wait, a demon wouldn't have a name of sorts? Okay, weird. Anyway. So, name, well, we already have one pre-made from last time we used this character. So, Lapsa. Because, obviously, anagrams. Done. How did that add a... No, I just want it to be done. Yes, that is correct.
I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names. You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
Let's see. So we've had two that we've made here. Let's see. Probably a very popular one right then. No particular reason.
Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange.
Yeah, strange.
It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap. It is almost time to begin.
Okay.
Hey, time to wake up.
Forgot what was next.
Were you having that dream again?
Yeah, it keeps happening. About once a playthrough. I was dreaming about a young girl.
You've described her to me before. I don't think I've ever met anyone like that. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
Of course.
Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there were a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
A skirmish at dawn, prologue, an inevitable encounter.
Let's take care of those thieves before they overrun the village. Take down the enemies in front first. That should take the wind out of their sails.
Okay. Yep, move, attack enemies, got it. It has been a couple of weeks, but I think I can probably manage it. Or like a week. Since I last played, let's see. So we got 2 who can attack from the side, 1 who can attack there. These guys' ranges don't go that far. Okay, almost ended my turn by accident. That would have been unfortunate. So, yeah, I know,
Willing.
thank you. Right, move in here, shoot with the bow. Cool. Yep, got it. So I'm gonna try and get Dimitri kills here in order to level him up. Although I don't know whether his XP will carry across, but hey, whatever. We'll get him the kill anyway.
Is that all?
Nice thing about Dimitri, comparatively, and the Blue Lions, comparative to the other ones, or at least comparative to Black Eagles, is I believe that they're a little bit more durable as their characters, and do a little bit more damage early, so it should be interesting. Hey, let's talk.
Thank you. We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
You have a strange aura about you. You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
Cool. Wait. Enemy phase. Are they aggroed? No. Okay.
We'll advance while protecting ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside the forest.
No. I refuse. Instead, I'm going to take up position here. The reason I'm going to do that is that drags them forward towards us. I'm going to stand over here. Although we should move Claude first so I could chat. Oh, I can chat like this. That works.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
Cool. Wait there. Move Edelgard over. Wait. Go. The one comes and hits Dimitri. That's okay. He hits back. We're all looking good. Next one's running over that way. That's okay. Ally phase. Don't need to worry about that. I'll mark this. I'll mark this one. So yeah, we can probably attack with Dimitri and be good. Yeah. Cool.
Who's next?
Then we're just gonna take a step back. We can play this cautious. Yeah. No reason to be over aggressive. They have to run to us. Hate that they ran into the forest, if I'm honest with you. That kind of hurts that they did that. I think I can get them to attack Edelgard over here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a little... Yeah, build a section that we can stick Claude in. And then we should be good. Right. Have to leave the forest to hit Edelgard. That's awesome. Grab Dimitri the kill.
Attack when an ally is...
Yeah. You get bonuses when allies are nearby. Cool. Attack in here.
I must stay focused.
We're almost come to level 2. Power leveling Dimitri in the first fight. A strategy which I'm not sure if it's going to work, but hey, I'm going to go with it. Right. I would love them to be here so we can attack. So I'm going to move in like that. And then move Edelgard one step. That'll let Edelgard be a punching bag. Really doesn't actually matter if Edelgard dies, but we should probably avoid it anyway. Right. That's a lot of damage on her. Probably can't use her again for this. Yeah, okay. So Edelgard's got to take a step out. Does she have healing? She does have healing. Okay. I'm trying to figure out how much damage do we do? We can pretty much kill one. Okay. I just want to see what their ranges are. Okay. Yeah, we can't do what I'm aiming to do here. Perfect. Well, no, we can. Just try to figure out where I want people. How much damage can you do, Edelgard?
Unexpected.
You can almost kill one. Just trying to figure out how I do this. Use an iron lance he has. Let's attack from here. Yeah, do that. Cool. Attack in here. Just attack normally.
Yes, good. If we're in the forest, we can...
Thank you. I understand. Nice, we didn't miss, which is also fantastic. Then gonna move in here and use our Wrath Strike. Nice, that does hurt us a little bit. But, oh, let me just double check. Yeah, we're good. But we can now move Edelgard in the back and have her attack like this. Which means that she cannot be attacked by the other guy, hopefully next turn. Yep, she's in a no attack zone. Nice heal back, that's good. Probably want to spend a turn healing if we can.
This is a fine opportunity.
Yeah, use the combat arts, we're already happy. Dimitri level 2. If he hits, try it. Nice.
Is that all?
He gets level 2. Power leveling Dimitri. Strength. Yes, strength is fantastic.
I will get stronger yet.
It's the only stat we really need him to have right now. Yes, I would love to use items. Thank you. So we can now just, yeah, drop back. Have a few potions. Wait here. Cool.
Damn, why are there mercenaries in the village? Guess we'll have to deal with them too.
Cool, so they run forward. What's their range? Oh, Gerald's now going as well. That's okay. I'm okay with Gerald going. I just want to know what these guys' ranges are. Oh, right, we're perfect. We don't need to move. Just go wide and have a vulnerary. You also have a vulnerary. We don't need one. Yeah, this is fine. Let them run at us. There's no reason for us to run at them. That's just stupid. Right, Gerald's running in. That's a nice low health person. Okay. Get Claude to shoot this one. Perfect. Then Dimitri can head in and get the kill. Nice. And we can get the kill on the other one. Perfect.
As expected.
Pushing our XP up. You're gonna hit us. That's okay. I'm actually 100% okay with that move. As long as he doesn't steal my kill.
Out of my way!
I don't think I've heard that one before. That's a lot of health that guy has. The Gerald's gonna hit him.
Aren't you Gerald the Bladebreaker?
I also don't know if I've heard that before.
What's a renowned mercenary like you doing here?
I'm the one who should be complaining. I'm caught up in the mess you started.
Nice, and that's a good kill for Dimitri, I see right there. Dimitri? Although, actually, what's his XP? We could try and get our... Yeah, let's try and get it for us, and the reason being that it might get us to level 2. If it gets us to level 2, which it does, that means we have 2 at level 2 for the first fight, as in the first proper fight. Bad level, though.
Power dwells within?
Pretty garbage level. Hey, we got an iron axe.
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis, but I'm also known as the Beginning. Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis.
I just noticed something there from the previous playthroughs. What's generally commented about your character is at this point, up to this point in the story, your character is emotionless. Blank stare, there's nothing going on, you don't cry, you don't smile, all of that sort of stuff, right? Then, she's saying, you don't know the value of your own life, it's up to me to guide you, and that's when you start getting the emotions. So, there's definitely something to that line, which is a little bit more than originally seen. Anyway, not too much, but thought that was cool.
And I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that?
Sothis?
I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey! That child just saved your life. And what does that make you?
I am no child.
Such arrogance. You look the part, but are you truly an adult? You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
Thank you.
There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that?
What now?
When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end.
Well, that sounds bad.
How rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to do?
I'll just stay here and wait to die.
As though I could stand idly by and watch that come to pass. Oh, but perhaps... Of course! I must turn back the hands of time!
Of course!
Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
Hey, over here! Huh?
Hey, did you just...
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them. The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
Stage complete. A skirmish at dawn. Dimitri MVP. Of course he is. It was foretold. Don't get anything for MVP in the first one because there's no motivation and, well, pretty much that's your only reward for getting MVP. Right. let's just keep saving over things.
My thank you so much.
Captain Gerald? It is you! Goodness, it's been ages! Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man! Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois, just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary, one who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garreg Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
I'm a bandit.
Great sense of humor, this one. Clearly cut from the same cloth as the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seiros.
The Knights of Seiros? They do seem rather skilled. Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Seiros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
The Knights of Seiros?
You haven't heard of the Knights of Seiros? The most famous order of knights in all of Fódlan.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garreg Mach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
I hadn't noticed, but it's very ironic that it's Edelgard saying, well, not ironic, but it's very poignant that Edelgard's saying that.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Again, same thing.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Faerghus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well?
Well, obviously, the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, land of noble knights.
Understood. Fargus is a noble and distinguished kingdom that has always valued chivalry.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
Dimitri. He seems quite sincere, but I sense darkness lurking beneath. Edelgard. She is a refined young woman, but I feel as though she is always evaluating me. Claude. Practically perfect in every way.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again. I may be sleeping, but
Ooh, another save.
Part 1. White Clouds. Great Tree Moon. 3 houses. The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fódlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree.
Paintings, seen them many times, still incredibly weird.
The continent of Fódlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fódlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fódlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garreg Mach Monastery.
Hey, it's Hanneman. Not talking about crests for once. And Manuela.
Ray is here.
Well, hello, Rhea.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
Let's notice that we pretty much have a permanent scowl on our face at this point in the game. Apart from when we looked at Edelgard, and we got like a slight smirk. Very weird.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
Her?
You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Lady Rhea?
As you know, the majority of folks in Fódlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seiros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
I just realized an implication there. Go back to the log. Implication. Right? The majority of folks in Fódlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seiros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop Lady Rhea. I just realized that implies that Gerald doesn't believe in Seiros or the religion, and he thinks the religion as a whole is a bit of a problematic thing. Just thought that was interesting.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place. I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
My name is ...
A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seiros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seiros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
I must work here? As a mercenary?
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right?
Yeah.
Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor.
They never did explain what happened to the third professor.
And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
Not if I can help it, Hanneman.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Manuela. You're a physician?
I look too pretty for that line of work, do I? But yes, when I'm not teaching, I can be found in the infirmary. If you're ever lonely, please do come and pay me a visit. I would love to.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
I just want to say, that lion in the background, at that mane and the pose it's in, just looks so casual. I don't know, that's just my first thought of it. It doesn't look like it's, you know, a roaring lion. It looks like it's leaning on a bar or something. It's just very odd.
Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
It is cool, though.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next emperor, king, and sovereign duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say, I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
See you later.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Geralt's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Geralt character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flayn is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the Church, especially if they are frequenting Garreg Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
Seteth really is the most sensible person. I was going to say, I think in the entire game, I think Seteth is reasonable and sensible for pretty much all of it. Unlike pretty much every other character. I mean, Leonie's pretty sensible, minus her little obsession with Geralt. Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to think if there was another sensible character. Lindhart's pretty good, but not everyone agrees with his philosophy of sleep over everything else. It is very odd music at this stage. Kind of just a bit bouncy and happy. I never noticed quite how depressed Marianne looks in that one particular one. It's so much worse than in anything, than any other point of the game to see her. So this is our house. We've got Ash, Annette, Ingrid, Sylvain, That's not Marianne. Mercedes, Dedu, Felix. Yeah, I get the names right. Eventually.
Of course.
I just was thinking, because all the characters look slightly different in that cutscene than they do at other points in the game, I was wondering whether that was maybe done earlier than the rest of the game. That every character just has a slightly different style than the rest of the game. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, yeah, we can explore. Hey, give me my first task.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers' Academy, correct?
Yeah.
To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me. May I ask a favor of you?
Nope. Okay,
May I
fine.
ask a favor of you?
Go speak with the house leaders. Yeah, we got a quest. Cool. Right, Aloise Seteth? Hello, Seteth.
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here.
Not really.
Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits.
I really wonder if there's a backstory to that person.
Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now, you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
Okay, sure. Right. So, yes, we've got a mini-map. Thank you very much. We can do this. Cool. This is the reception hall. It's empty, despite the noises of people all around us. Hey, Edelgard. Yeah, we'll have a chat.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresvelk. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
No. See ya. Hello, gatekeeper.
Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Okay. See you later. Oh, that is not the right way, huh?
Yes.
This way. Nope. Heard somebody say something, thought we should go back and have a look, but it wasn't anyone important. Hey Claude, what's up? Oh, never mind. This is the Officers' Academy. Yep. Hello, Claude.
Well, well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two.
That's kind of funny for my playthroughs, given that I played their one on a lower difficulty because the other Maddening wasn't out yet, so yes, it was less difficult.
Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Nope.
Yeah.
I am gonna not speak to every single person, just to speed things up, because it's the same at the start of every playthrough, and to get us into some actual gameplay. I am gonna speak to the Blue Lions peoples, however, after I speak to Dimitri.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself.
I just said peoples instead of people. That's just... Anyway, we'll move on.
I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Let me just get that. Can you just repeat that?
I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid.
Alexandra Blathid. Okay, Dimitri Alexandra Blathid. What a name.
Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the blue lions catch your attention?
Yes. We're gonna go through all of these and find out what they've got. So, Dimitri.
Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
Cool. So Dimitri has the defining ability Royal Lineage, which is pretty much, I believe, the same as Edelgard and Claude's, which just increases experience gain. I believe that they have this because they're generally not available on every single month where all the other characters are available. That's at least my theory for it. He's also already level 2, which is fantastic that he gets to keep that. I wasn't 100% sure. His strengths are Sword, Lance, and Authority. I haven't thought about using Sword. We may need to see. They've got some new classes unlocked because of the DLC. I don't know whether any fit that slightly better. But generally I think he would be like a riding lance class, although I do know that riding isn't necessarily something that he needs as much. But anyway. And then his weaknesses are Axe and Reason. Okay, cool. Other display? Oh, we just get to see an up-close version of him. Cool.
Hello.
Dedue.
Dedue was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man.
So, Dedue is our tank. His strengths are Lance, Axe, Brawling, and Heavy Armor. Weaknesses are Faith, Riding, and Flying. So basically, he'll stand somewhere and he will give a beating and take a beating. And its ability is, if the unit takes no action except wait, grants 4 defense for 1 turn. Now that's going to be super useful early on, because one of the problems that you have early on Maddening is that when the enemies attack you, you die, because you have no, health, essentially, and they do a lot of damage. But if we have the +4 defense, we're then starting with a high defense number, so we can stick him in the front and get him to absorb some of the damage that's coming in. So that'll be good. Right, Felix.
Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy.
So his defining ability is Lone Wolf. Unit takes 5 extra damage when no battalion is assigned and when battalion endurance is 0. Now, this isn't too useful later in the game, but early on, again, incredibly useful thing. This is just basically, you do 5 extra damage. So you've got a powerful person here. So him and Dedue together, you got a strong point early in the game.
He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime.
His strengths are Sword, Bow, and Brawling, and his weaknesses are Reason and Authority. So, not very good with battalions. He's probably going to be a sword person for us. There is a potential for us, and I might do it. In fact, I'm very tempted towards it, which is to make him our dancer later in the game. So basically the dancer is a sword-based class, and it gives a lot of, I think it gives a sword avo ability, which could be really cool. So basically make him kind of a tank which attacks by dodging attacks. That could be really useful, potentially. So, we'll think about it. It could be cool. Ash?
He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner. He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
Now, I believe Ash is our archer. So his defining ability is Lockpick, allows the unit to open doors and chests without keys. Now that's really cool as an ability, because, well, for one, it means if we don't buy keys, we've got a way out of the situation. But also, yeah, it allows us to potentially put him down different class routes instead of going down Thief if we want to, which would be cool. So he's got axe and bow. In fact, it means we probably don't need to put anyone as thief if we don't want to, because we have, yeah, because we already have a lockpick available. And then weakness is his reason. So yeah, pretty much a bow person. Sylvain.
Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
So, Sylvain. His defining ability is Philanderer. If a female ally is adjacent, unit deals 2 extra damage and takes 2 less damage during combat. So we're going to try and keep him paired up with a female ally at least early on in the game. Strengths are lance, axe, and riding. Weakness is bow. So pretty much he's our quintessential riding class user. So he's going to be riding at the start, and then as the game goes on, I believe there's a class which needs axe, lance, and riding, which I imagine will be his natural progression, but we'll see. I forgot to check Ash's thing.
He's the adopted.
It's lockpick. There we go. Mercedes.
I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom. She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
So Mercedes is one of the characters which has been in all of our playthroughs so far, so here she is again. She has Live to Serve as her ability. When healing an ally with white magic, unit recovers the same amount of HP. Now, this does put her towards with her strengths being reason and faith, this does stick her in the healer camp. I am wondering whether there's a way to use her better, but I think healer is the way to go. What I was thinking is, given that her ability allows her to recover HP while healing, if we could somehow... Now, this is a bit difficult given some of her weaknesses. If we could somehow make her a tank and a healer, and basically stick her in the front line and get her to heal, we could get her to aggro things and then heal other people, and then she'd still be healing herself, and then that could be really cool as a strategy. I'm not sure how we can swing it, but if we can get that to happen, I'd be really happy with that. Right, Annette.
Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery. She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night.
Okay, so Annette is one we haven't really had a lot in our parties so far. So use Rally to grant 4 strength to an ally. Could be useful early, potentially, if we're really after a kill on someone, but apart from that, it's gonna fall off late game. Strengths are Axe, Reason, and Authority. Weaknesses are Bow and Heavy Armor. So very much another magic user. I wonder how we can use Axe. I don't know if Axe is one that's going to necessarily be good. Her strength is absolutely garbage, so Axe maybe isn't the right path for her. Although I do know there's an Axe which can use your resistance as a damaging thing, but I just realized that's even lower, so who knows. And then we have Ingrid, who I believe is the only party member we haven't had. Oh, apart from Dedu. So I think we've had Felix at one point. So Ingrid is the only party member we haven't recruited in the entirety of our playthroughs.
Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself. She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
So, her defining ability is Lady Knight, grants 3 might and 5 hit with gambits. Not incredibly useful early, but later on could be pretty useful with the 5 hit, giving us just a little bit more consistency. She has a strength in sword, lance, riding, and flying, so she's good with everything. No weaknesses whatsoever. I don't know where I'm going to go with her. One thing I do want to do with our group is, if I can, I want to try and focus on a bit of flying for us, but beyond Ingrid, I would need a second person to get flying so that we can do the group task. I just don't know who we're going to have do that. Mercedes is interesting if we could somehow...
I hear she was born to it. She may seem...
If we could somehow have her gain flying, we could do something cool with that, where we have her be a flying healer. But I don't know if that's useful. Yeah, there's some things to think about here. Yeah, especially if we made Felix our dancer, that's going to leave an empty spot. However, we could recruit somebody, because there are still people for us to get.
I appreciate your effort.
Cool. You're responsible for choosing which house to lead. There are still students you've yet to speak with. Try visiting each house's homeroom. We get our sword, we get our villainy, we get our gold. Should I return to Rhea? No. Because we've got to head into the Blue Lion house. Hello.
This classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House. Our house leader is Prince Dimitri. All of us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Cool. Hey, Sylvain.
Well, well. It must be my lucky day today, being approached by such a beauty. I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
Sorry, I never knew he had a middle name, and that little rhyme in the middle, or that little way he says it is so good.
I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier.
Yeah, well, looking forward to seeing more of you, Sylvain. Hello.
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you. This here is Dedu. He serves Prince Dimitri.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude. Should you ever require my strength, please know that I will hasten to repay this debt.
You know when I was talking about people who were, sensible earlier? I forgot Ash. Ash is generally, from my experiences with him so far, sensible, good to be around, great person. Hello.
I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled, and he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Nice to meet you. Hello.
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery?
Oh, Mercy! Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about?
Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers' Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend.
I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Clear here. Cool, so we've been to all of those. There's somebody out here around the corner. Who's that? Oh, it's Yuritsa. That's fine. So I think we've spoken to everyone I need to speak to on this one. There's nowhere else we can go, so let's do a little bit back to the second. I can't. Oh, I don't have teleport yet. Yes. Of course. I gotta walk places. Oh.
Hi.
Have I ever gone this? Wait, have I ever gone this way and spoken to these people?
Let's see. I'm real busy, so could you please move along now? Thanks. Okay, now, what else did Lady Rhea need doing today?
Maybe I have. Hey, Gerald.
Here I am again, the office of the Captain of the Knights. That said, I'm merely here to assist. Apparently, the current captain is getting on in years. I hear the captain has a hard time keeping up with the responsibilities of the job. That's where I come in.
Yeah, we never meet this captain. Bit weird. Hello.
Hey. Hello, Professor. Dropping by so soon? Are you ill? This is the infirmary, you know. If you're ever wounded or sick, do feel free to drop by. Or if you would like a nice cup of tea. Would you? Well, some other time.
Hey, Hanneman.
This is my research laboratory. I've worked hard to furnish it with the rare materials and purpose-built equipment required for my work.
Nice to know. Thanks for letting me chat to you for a little bit. Right. Around here, we have...
Welcome to the library. Here you may find literature from the far reaches of Fódlan. I am Tomas, the librarian. If you have need of me, do not hesitate to ask. I have worked here for I have lost track of the decades, it seems.
Okay. So I believe that there is actually a second library with the DLC that we can access, so that'll be cool once we get to that point. But we are going to head into the audience chamber. Yeah, let's return to the audience chamber and speak to Rhea.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students. I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The Black Eagles, the Blue Lions, and the Golden Deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Which house will I choose? Well, we're not choosing the Black Eagle. We're not choosing the Golden Deer. We're choosing the Blue Lion house. A house for students from the Kingdom of Fargus. Most value chivalry and excel at military arts. Cool.
So you have chosen the Blue Lions led by Dimitri, correct?
No, give me a second. I just want to check something.
Are you having trouble deciding? Please, open your heart to the will of the goddess and choose carefully.
I've never heard that before. That's cool. So, let's got 8 members. That one also has 8 members. Okay, there are 8 members. Never mind. I thought there was an extra member in one of the houses, but
so you have
no, that's fine. Yeah, I choose this one.
Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fódlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I am in the middle of something, Flane. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers' Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Sedith's little sister, Flane. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the 3 houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Okay. I'll try not to.
Wait, does this mean our new professor is... No, I really can't believe it! But I was speaking to you so casually, as though we were companions. Oh, I am so sorry, Professor. You just look the same age as the rest of us, and... Oh, and I'm sorry I just said that too. I really must watch my tongue.
Do you see the side eye that Dimitri just gave her? Now look at it again. What are you talking about? I don't mind if you treat me as a friend.
You say that, but I just don't know about all of this.
I'll admit, it doesn't sit well with me either. After all, we wish to show you due respect.
Sure, but if the professor says it's okay, shouldn't that be enough? That is, if your highness can consent to such a thing. After all, we're already speaking this way to our future king, so we may as well relax our speech with our professor too, right?
Well, we're not in the kingdom, so it only goes to follow that we should all speak companionably. I concede. If the professor says it's fine, we ought to accept that kindness gratefully.
As for me, I'm not sure I can manage.
Manage what?
You don't have to force yourself if it's too difficult. You're fine with that too, right, Professor?
Oh, manage speaking to us like a friend. Okay, won't take it personally, Ingrid.
Such benevolence is a sight to behold. I don't suppose you would care to join me for tea. We could discuss education and marriage.
Go on.
Control yourself, Sylvain. I have more important matters to discuss with our new professor. Come to the training ground later. There, you will show me what you're capable of.
You aren't wasting any time, are you, Felix? As it were, count me in for any such battle.
Pardon me, but I would also love to observe you in battle for future reference, if that's okay with you.
You know how the Black Eagle house was basically everyone had a thing with Dorothea? I think this is going to be everyone has a thing with us. This particular one.
Ash, I won't have you speak of merely watching. You should join us as well.
Although, if you wanted to take this entire conversation the wrong way, you definitely could.
If you get injured, simply say the word and I'll patch you up straight away.
Your Highness, do take care not to go overboard.
You worry too much to do. I'll be fine, I promise.
My companions, is there not something inherently wrong with crossing blades as a way to bond with each other?
Huh, I never thought of it that way. Well, if that's how you feel, I suppose you'll just stay behind while the rest of us are at the training ground?
Ingrid, my dearest friend, you really are too harsh on me.
Well then, Professor, what do you think? As you can see, the Blue Lion House is a lively bunch, and you'll find none who work harder. I'm certain we'll cause our fair share of trouble, but I'm very much looking forward to the year ahead.
There are new places to explore in the monastery. Receive 1,000 gold from the Church of Seros as funding for this month's activities. Nice. 26th of the 4th.
Say, while you're here, I'd like to use this device I designed to determine whether the power of a crest resides within you. Won't hurt a bit. Promise.
I just realized that the date that we put in for our birthday might be awful, because our birthday might not come up during the game. And that might be problematic, but hey, whatever.
You don't know about crests? Well, allow me to tell you everything, absolutely everything about them. Is your calendar clear? This will take a while. Crests are a fascinating topic, but before one can dive deeply into said topic, one must first understand what crests are. They are power incarnate. They are said to have been bestowed upon humans by the goddess countless ages ago. They exist within the flesh and are passed down through bloodlines. Those who carry crests may excel at magic, display exceptional strength, or any number of boons. Each crest has its own power, the nature of which is beyond mortal understanding. For now.
And you believe I have a crest?
I suspect as much, yes. But we won't know for sure unless I look into the matter. As I said, crests are passed down through the blood. However, just because someone carries a crest does not necessarily mean their descendants will inherit it as well. Only a scarce few descendants of a crest's bloodline end up inheriting that crest's power. Perhaps one of your ancestors bore a crest, and you just happen to inherit it. That is how a crest usually presents itself, after all.
There's no need to look into it.
I most strongly disagree. There absolutely is a need. My crest research is of critical importance to the Church, I'll have you know. Since you are now a professor here, I must insist that you aid in my research. Of course, there are those who lack the foresight to aid in my endeavors, such as that stubborn Seteth, but such individuals are the rare exception. Now then, please go ahead and hold out your arm over this device here.
I told you, Seteth is a sensible one.
What is this? A pattern I've never seen before. Is it possible an as yet undiscovered crest has been detected? To think there are still crests out there that even I am unaware of. How thrilling! Ahem. Pardon my unrestrained jubilation. I have much to consider. You may leave now. I have more research to do in regard to this crest. Yes, so very much more research. But for now, your work here is done. What could this line here be indicating? Perhaps it represents a lack of symmetry. Or perhaps... What in the world? Oh, I see. It may be connected to that, but to a greater degree than usual.
Okay. And now it's the 27th. You see what I'm meaning? Because the 20th is our birthday. So it actually falls on a day where you don't play. Which is kind of weird. You can now clothe Anna in the tricky merchant outfit from your journal.
With each moon, professors of the office... It notes the date...
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Rhea. Yeah. Each month you get the ability to do something. You see what I'm saying? Because this is our birthday. Does anything actually hit it? Wait, does that mean we never had Hubert? Did we have Hubert's birthday in the previous one? Yeah, I think you get the birthday, but you only get it after this middle part of the game. Yeah. So we probably only get one birthday, while if we'd put our birthday on like the 28th, we would have got two. Okay, interesting. I guess ideally you want to put the birthday on the 26th or the 27th. So you can get the most out of it. Is you get it at the very start of the game and then you'll get it on the second run round. Anyway, that's cool. So I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. As it is the first episode of a series, please consider leaving a like, a comment, clicking the bell thing, any of that sort of stuff. Subscribing, because it helps the channel grow, it helps the series grow, it helps with all the statistics that YouTube's algorithm uses. And I'm only going to mention it in the first video of the series, so, you know, I'd appreciate it here. And yeah, that's about all I'm going to say on that. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.